my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are taking chapter 2 of recently launched Excel 2022 course. I will guide you through this video step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. You can contact me for your assignment, exam, quizzes, or complete course through my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my PC screen. I will provide you A+ grade in your all assignment, quizzes, and complete course. I can do all online courses: accounting, finance, math, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Access, and many more courses. Let's start our assignment to solve it step by step. First, we will enable editing. Okay, and here is title of assignment. Title of assignment is that XP22 Excel Chapter 2 HOE Townsend Mortgage Company. Okay, here is project description. You can see your project description to get idea about your project. Now moving on question number 1. Question number 1 is that start Excel, download and open the file name XP22 Excel Chapter 2 HOE loans greater has automatically added to your last name to the beginning of the file. Basically, in this question we will have to download Excel workbook from Pearson IT Lab dashboard. I have also downloaded this file from Pearson IT Lab dashboard. You can download this file easily from your portal. You can see this. I have also downloaded this file from Pearson IT Lab dashboard. Now moving on question number 2. Question number 2 is that you would like to create a formula to calculate the amount financed for each loan. Okay, enter a formula in cell D8 to calculate the amount financed for the first mortgage. Once completed, copy the formula down, completing column 3. Basically, in this question we will have to enter a formula in cell D8 to calculate the amount financed for the first mortgage. Okay, moving on Excel workbook, then click on cell D8. First we will enter is equal to, okay, is equal to, first we will enable editing. Okay, then click on cell D8. First we will enter is equal to, and then house cost, then subtract from down payment. Okay, then press enter. It will be show amount financed in cell D8. Okay, you can see this. I have done this question. Now once completed, copy the formula down, completing column D. Okay, then we will copy the formula down, completing column D is here. This is done now. This is good now. Now moving on next question. Next question is question number 3. You can read this instruction on question number 3. You would like to create a formula to calculate the monthly interest rate per periods for each loan. Enter a formula in cell F8 to calculate the monthly interest rate for the first loan. Add the appropriate absolute cell references for cell B5 and then use the fill handle to copy the formula down, completing column F. Basically, in this question we will have to enter a formula in cell F8 to calculate the monthly interest rate for first loan. Okay, enter a formula in cell F8 to calculate the monthly interest rate for the first loan. Add the appropriate absolute cell reference for cell B5 and then use fill handle. Okay, moving on Excel workbook, then click on F8. First we will enter is equal to, okay, then E8 mortgage rate divided by B5. Okay, sorry, B5 is here. You can see this, and then enter a dollar sign, press shift and then 4. Okay, then press shift and then 4. Okay, then press enter. It will be find rate per periods in here. You can see this rate per periods in here. Okay, absolute cell reference for B5. Use the fill handle to copy the formula down, completing column F. Okay, then we will use fill handle to copy the formula down, completing column F. Moving on Excel workbook, and then we will use fill handle to completing column F is here. This is done now. Completing column F, rate per periods will be found here, and then we will use fill handle to complete column F. This question is completely done. Now moving on next question. Next question is question number 4. In question number 4, you would like to calculate the total number of payment periods for each loan. To complete the task, you will use a mixed cell references as a alternative to an absolute cell references. Okay, enter a formula in cell H8 to calculate the total number of payment periods per loan. Use an appropriate mixed cell references for cell B5 and then use the fill handle to copy the formula down, completing column H. Basically, in this question we will have to enter a formula in column in formula and cell H8 to calculate the total number of periods per loan. Okay, and then use an appropriate mix of references. Okay, first we will move on Excel workbook, and then we will enter a formula in cell H8 to calculate the total number of. Okay, enter a formula in H8 to calculate the total number of payment periods per loan. Moving on Excel workbook, and then click on cell H8. First we will enter is equal to. Okay, then we will here multiplying by, then we will here multiplying by b5. Okay, pmt per years. Okay, then enter a dollar sign for pmt years, press shift and 4 for dollar sign, and then press enter. It will be find hash of pmt periods in column H8. You can see this. I have find hash of pmt periods in column H8. Okay, use fill handle, copy the formula down completing column H. Moving on Excel workbook, and then use fill handle to completing column H. First we will find a hash of pmt periods, and then I will use fill handle on column H complete. Okay, this question is completely done. Now moving on question number 5. You can see this. You would like to calculate the total values of homes being financed. Use auto sum in cell B16 to calculate the total value of homes sold. Okay, use auto sum in cell B16 to calculate the total values of homes sold. Basically in this question we will use auto sum function in cell B16 to calculate the total values of all homes. Moving on Excel workbook, and then in B16, and then click on cell B16. Here is cell B16. First we will enter is equal to, and then enter sum function. Here is sum function. Okay, and then B2 for all home loans, and then B8 to B15. Okay, and then press enter. Sorry, first will is equal to, and B8 to B15. First we will is equal to enter, and then enter sum function. Okay, B8 to B15, and then press enter. It would be show total house cost of all home loans. This is done now. Now moving on question number 6. Question number 6 is that you would like to calculate the average value of all home being purchased. Use auto sum in cell B17 to calculate the average values of all home being purchased. Use auto sum function in cell B17 to calculate the average values of home being purchased. Moving on Excel workbook, and then click on cell B17, and then press is equal to, and then average function, and then BA to B12. Okay, then press enter. It will be find average of all home loans. You can see this average of all home loans purchased. Okay, now moving on question number 7. Question number 7 is that you would like to calculate the median values of all home being purchased. Enter a function in cell B18 to calculate the median value of all home being financed. Okay, basically in this question we will have to enter a function in cell B18 to calculate the median value of all home being financed. Okay, moving on Excel workbook, and then click on cell B18, and then first we will press is equal to, and then enter median function, then enter this range B8 to B12. Okay, then press enter. It will be find median of all home loans. You can see this, I have find median of all home loans. Okay, now moving on next question. Next question is question number 8. You would like to display the cost of least expensive homes. Enter a function in cell B19 to display the value of least expensive home financed. Okay, basically in this question we will have to enter a function in cell B19 to display the value of least expensive home financed. Okay, moving on Excel workbook, then we will enter a function in cell B19. Okay, to max min function. Moving on Excel workbook and then click on cell B19. First we will enter is equal to for lowest, enter main function, enter a main function, and then the range is B8 to B12. Okay, then press enter. It will be find lowest value of all home loans, lowest value of expensive home finance. Now moving on question number 9. Question number 9 is that you would like to display the value of most expensive home finance. Enter a function in cell B20 to display the most expensive home financed. Okay, basically in this question we will enter a max function because it will be find most expensive home finance. For most expensive home finance, we will enter a max function. In this question we will move on Excel workbook, click on cell B20. First we will enter is equal to for highest, enter a max function, enter a max function, and then the range is B8 to B12. Okay, then press enter. It will be find highest value of home financed. Okay, now moving on next question. Question number 10. You would like to determine the total number of home financed. Enter a function in cell B20 to count the total number of homes being financed based on the values column B. Basically in this question we will enter a function in cell B20 to count the total number of homes being financed. Basically in this question we will enter a count function. Okay, because we will find total numbers. We will when we will find any number we will find total. When we will find total number, then we will enter a count function. Okay, now moving on Excel workbook, click on cell B21 and press is equal to, and then enter a count function, and then B16 to B20. Okay, then press enter. It will be find B16 to B20. Okay, I have done this hash of mortgage of all home loans number. This is all numbers of home being financed based on the value column B. Okay, this is done now. Now moving on question number 11. In question number 11, to complete your calculation you will use fill handle to copy the previous created function. Use the fill handle to copy the function in cell B16 to B21 through the range C16 to D21. Okay, use fill handle B16 to B21 through C16 to D21. First range is B16 to B21. Use fill handle B16 to okay, use fill handle, copy the function B16 to B21. Okay, here is B16 to B21. Okay, use fill handle, copy the, and then through range C16 to D20, C16 to use fill handle. Okay, you can see this is good now. Now moving on next question, question number 12. You would like to test the function you created by editing ones of the values in worksheet. Added the values in cell B19 to 425,000. Note the result of the formulas are now updated. Okay, you can copy this value. Okay, now moving on Excel workbook and then click on cell B9. Here is click on cell B9. Okay, then you can change this value and press enter. Okay, value will be changed here. Now moving on next question. It is a good practice to insert the date in the worksheet containing financial information. You will use today function to to you will use today function to insert the current date in cell B4. Use the today function to insert the current date in cell B4. Moving on Excel workbook and then click on cell B4. First we will is equal to and then click on formulas and then click on date and times and then use today function. Here is today function and then press OK. It will be show date in cell B4. Okay, you can see this. I have done this course for Mather 1 student and he got A plus grade in their assignment, exam, quizzes and complete course. You can see this grade. I have done this course for my one student in Word chapter 2. He got 89 and then Excel chapter 5 he got 100 over 100, Excel chapter 7 91, Excel chapter 5 98, Excel chapter 5 mid level 1 mountain view reality 100% and Excel chapter 4 cumulative assessment rock wheel 98%. And because he got all 100 over 100 and he got spent due to late submission and his course was late and he gave me at the end of the time and I have done this course for him and he also got A plus grade. Excel chapter 4 mid level 2 river mortality 100%. Okay, Excel chapter 4 EBS supporting 98%, Excel chapter 2 cumulative inland jurors 100%. Okay, Excel chapter 1 trainings and 6. Okay, you can see this. You can contact me for your assignment help, you can contact me for your quizzes help, or you want to do for the complete course, you can contact me through my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my PC screen. I will handle your complete course, I will handle your all assignment and A plus grade, no plagiarism, and I can do many online courses: accounting, finance, math, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Access and many more courses. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and like my video. Best of luck. Thank you so much.